expecting from that match?
Yeah, you see, the Europa game between Manchester United and Athletic Bilbao will definitely get the attention tonight. Of course, you should know that. You know the reason. Because it's a big game for Manchester United. It's also a big game for...
Me personally, I believe it's a must-win for United.
It's a must-win for United. Of course, it's a must-win for Athletic Bilbao, so they are at home. And, you know, this game is probably the biggest game of Manchester United this season. Although every game in Europa this season is considered as the biggest for Manchester United this season. Why? Because winning the Europa League, you know, we take them to UEFA Champions League next season. Of course, winning Europa League might not solve all their problems, but it will solve some of the problem because it will give them chance and opportunity of playing UEFA Champions League football, which means more money to spend in the summer. So they know that the importance of this game cannot be overemphasized. The players know that they just have to, you know, get something away from home today. But I will tell you, this game is going to be very, very difficult for Manchester United. And I will tell you 3 reasons why I believe
Give
so.
me 3 reasons, let's say.
Now, the first reason is the antecedent of Manchester United against a Spanish side.
All right.
The Manchester United have always struggled against Spanish teams. That's the record. The last 4 meetings between Manchester United and Athletic Bilbao won 3 games. Manchester United only...
I mean, they met in the year 2012.
Yeah.
And they defeated United.
Home and away. So, in the last 4 meetings, Bilbao won 3, Manchester United won 1. So, based on antecedents, Manchester United cannot boast of a good and a better record against Spanish side. They've always, you know, have it difficult against Spanish team. Another reason also is the motivation going into this game. I believe Manchester United have a whole lot of motivation because they want to play in the UEFA Champions League next season. And they know that the only opportunity, the only route to play in the Champions League is winning the Europa League. Of course, we know, which is very possible. However, Athletic Bilbao also have motivation because the final of this game will be staged on their home soil. The final will be played in Bilbao. So maybe it's coming on. So they will definitely want to play in the final. Another point, which of course is even the biggest of all, is, you know, the form of Athletic Bilbao and their setup. I've taken my time to watch these teams, and I can tell you that they are very good at the back. They play similar to Inter Milan. In fact, I will call them...
Very solid
I will call them the Spanish Inter Milan because of their defensive solidity, their organization, their setup, the way they move, you know, from defense to attack, the way they transition. They also have a very fast-paced attack. The two Williams, talking about Iñaki Williams and Nico Williams, they always like to explore their wings. So it's going to be very, very difficult game for Manchester United tonight. They've conceded the fewest goals in La Liga this season. They have highest clean sheets in La Liga this season. Even in Europa, they have not lost a single game at home in Europa this season. So it's going to be very, very difficult for Manchester United. Nothing is going to change their season, but this can be huge. So it's just to tell you the importance of this game. But the question is, how will United, with their poor attack, cope and penetrate the defense, the solid defense of Athletic Bilbao? We wait and see tonight.